EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
20! And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Check. Crunch.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on third down, Fitzgerald. That is caught by Cohen. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
18 Gators. Pilot 64.
On first down, Fitzgerald. And he'll find Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
53. Mike, 53. Switch.
First down, a run with Cohen. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Down. 60 or.
Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
5.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ready?
53. Check 53.
From the gun on third down, Fitzgerald.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Bilal Nichols. Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald going up top. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Mack. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready, 30 base.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald able to find Shaheen here. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And caught by Henry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Trying to punch it in with Henry. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play fake, Brissett. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
57 Mike 57.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
To recall on the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
Ready, ready.
line.
60 or.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Kill.
61, matchbox lights.
Check pass. 58's to Mike. 58.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Tyler Newsome now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but, hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's a run with Matt. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go.
On play action, Brissett. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative. And turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. They juked him, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try again with Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
53 is mine. Here we go, here we go. '53's the mic. 53, check 53.
To throw on 3rd down. Fitzgerald, he's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st down, Henry trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Go!
Go! Go!
53's the mic. 53, check 53. Time to go, night-night.
On 3rd down, Fitzgerald into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
We got this.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Bears' 30-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Mack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Burton here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Ready. 18 games.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Oh, you got deep? Go.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit.
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Brissett. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brissett. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brissett now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Anthony Walker gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Give
him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
At the 17-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. The Sanders has got it complete. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Corey Littleton drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Cohen. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
58, come on. You run right now. Run right now.
Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It's going to be a long day. Check 43.
Now Brissett. Being chased out left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey.
Now a carry from Mack.
Check 99.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll go again here with Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On third down, a run by Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.